week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
For certain, and two things for sure is anybody that I'm getting money with, and everybody know this, and Leonard, who said that we embraced the last time we saw, we embraced, and we had talks that we're family. But anytime that you publicly go on here and it's somebody that I'm getting some money with and say that you're going to slap their face,
I guarantee you, he come 10 feet close to me, I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody. And I mean that. I'm not going to play those games. Back and forth. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. That man just needs to mind his business, keep my name out of his fucking mouth, and do his job. And we good.
I mean, Leonard is saying like it's on site. If you see it,
Listen, if he says something disrespectful, to me, I will smack the shit out of him.
nigga, you are disrespectful, out of pocket, and if you slap somebody, you can get slapped. And when I'm talking about where I'm from, getting slapped is a different kind of slapper. You see what I'm saying? So we collectively, as men and as gentlemen, don't bring that kind of talk to the sport, because this is a safe haven for young African American women. Well, I want to say both black and brown, right? To get away from the inner cities and the impoverished areas and come to a safe place that you can use aggression and get paid for it. This is one thing that I sold at the Hit Factory, our gym that we started years ago with Devin, was the fact that you can take that and you can turn it into a career.
Those are the words of Bill Haney. And as you heard Bill Haney say, articulate as he is, charismatic as he is, explained what Leonard Ellerbe shouldn't do, what was wrong to do, it was wrong. And it's also setting a bad example for black and brown kids. Okay? And don't talk about slapping people that he gets money with. And that guy's name is Eddie Hearn. And let me counterpunch. Bill Haney doesn't come at people sideways. I mean, you know, he respects Leonard Ellerbe, but he had to tell Leonard Ellerbe, like, listen, I'm working with Eddie Hearn. We're getting money from this man that you said you would never pay my son. Okay? So why would it be cool for you to want to attack him on site because he said something about you that was insulting or disrespectful? You know? And in uncertain ways, Bill Haney said he would get in it to a certain degree. But I think, you know, a lot of things could happen when it comes to that. But Bill Haney is right. And I think the most important thing is, for one, like we covered, that Eddie Hearn pays Devin Haney more money than he pays Tank Davis. That's a fact. You know, and like Bill also said, if you want to believe Tank's a star, you can do that. In other words, he's not what you think he is. See, them damn numbers never got, I think they did come out and they were piss poor. And that doesn't look like a star. That doesn't look like the future Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. to me. It doesn't. It looks like somebody that's trying to hype, that's trying to use narratives and propaganda and PR tactics to make a person look bigger than they really are. And they're doing it to Tank Davis. And they want Tank Davis, the only one thinking he the king on an island that nobody else is on. That's the real. Nobody else, he's not fighting anybody else that we know, that we want to see, that we even respect. He's not doing that. Now, I knew I wanted to see the Rolly Romero fight because Rolly was just annoying. He's an annoying troll that he's overrated big time. You know what I mean? And I wanted him to get beat up. And I thought Tank was the man to do it. But that didn't even happen. So I'm like, well, damn, Tank, you couldn't even give me that. But back to Bill, okay? One of the other important things of what Bill had to say, because they're all important, is the fact that why would you want to show that type of image? Why would you want to come on public record and say, hey, I'll slap the shit out of another promoter if he says something insulting or disrespectful to me? Like, I don't care where you from. Like, it doesn't have to be that type of party, because it teaches these kids, it teaches the attitude of being a bully, the attitude of being aggressive when you don't need to, an attitude and an idea of fighting people without even fucking getting paid for it. So you could get in a situation with a guy that, because Leonard Ellerby's showing these guys that it's okay, and they go out and do the same thing or worse, beat up somebody, assault somebody in that manner, and then guess what? It would be justified, or it would be normal. Why? Because the damn promoter's doing it. He's teaching them. See, Leonard Ellerby is no different from a sensei, right? Or a senpai. He's no different, because he is the senior man. People look up to that man. So if these young fighters hear him say, I slapped the shit out of somebody, they're going to repeat it. They're going to think that's cool to do. And they can do it without getting paid. Most importantly, they can do it and have to pay somebody, because more than likely they will go to jail. They will get sued. They are targets anyway. Celebrities, athletes, they're targets. You got a little money and you assault somebody, they ain't going to try to put you in jail like that. They're going to sue you. You're going to buy them a wardrobe. So it's not even really worth all that. But it sends the wrong message. Okay, so I definitely understand what Bill Haney is coming from, because Bill Haney works with the guy, right, that he said he's going to assault if he says something to him. Second of all, that guy is getting him paid a lot of money, right, that doesn't really, or Leonard Ellerby can't even match, or came out and said, I won't even match. So that's crazy by itself. So I think Bill Haney has a good point. I'm glad he spoke up, and I'm glad he did it with respect and dignity. But at the same time, he didn't bitch out. He didn't say it in, he didn't sugarcoat it. No, he doesn't supposed to, because that's not Bill Haney. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Bill Haney responding to Leonard Ellerby. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.